Let's ride.
Now, Crestview down to the ground. Schumacher with the tackle here. Our leads, floor covering, play keys to the game here tonight. All right, so first off, it's got to start with the Calvert Second's offense. They got to come out furious here, and that's going to be led by Calvert Warnerman and take a run back. Two dynamic running backs, if they can take over the game. They're certainly going to be able to help this offense establish a little momentum. But then on the other side is the defense. Those are two-way stars. They're going to slow down Crestview as you have a chance to see. Just like that, Billy Klaus with the tackle. Of course, they got to be able to slow down Crestview. So Braxton Leaf, leading rusher for this Crestview Knights football team, taken down to the ground. So those are Lee's floor covering. All right, again, you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. I'm down at Helm Center. I've got Zach Dillon here, and I've got Connor Roush up above us on the camera, bringing you some of high school's best. It's just the best time of the year for high school football. I just don't know how to say it. I get butterflies. I'm excited for high school football, especially when it's playoff football.
Especially when we're here in Devon, home field advantage at, of course, Heidelberg University. My current school. This is fun to see. The home game.
Leaf picking up a little ground. He's got some space across midfield, 40, 30. He's still moving. He's got some blockers. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by Schumacher. No, it's Rumbach with the tackle. Big gain for Braxton Leaf.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the replay here. Run to the right side. He got the blockers. Both backs are guard and tackle. Race away from one man. And here on the outside, that's number 3, Kellen Putman, the senior wide receiver. And already, Crestview, the Knights are in scoring position. They're in driver's.
Crestview Knights, they come into tonight's contest at 6-4. And Leaf flag on the field, pushed out of bounds. Right around the goal line, just short. Now Braxton Leaf, their leading rusher on the season, 750 yards rushing, 12 touchdowns. So no doubt you're going to see a lot of him here in the red zone. Looks like it's going to push Crestview back, their first penalty of the evening. since it's going to extend things just a little bit here for them. All right, Tech on 10 yards. Okay. Maybe they started a little early down there. Not entirely sure. Just kind of a slow stop on that one. Wait for the official. And he's ready to raise the roof there.
That's going to be exactly what it was. They didn't wait until the referee blew the whistle.
I guess that's how it works. They're just as excited as I am. Leaf takes a handoff. He's going to be punished right around the 15-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 14 for the Knights as the penalties push them back, and here's another penalty on field. Yeah, this time it's on Calvert. So exchanging some penalties here, and Crestview just getting a little bit closer. I think it's still 2nd down here, Zach.
It is.
All right, quarterback keeper. Ball's on the floor, and Calvert's got it. Yeah, Calvert's got the fumble.
That shuttle option.
Bryson panics. Had the ball knocked away. Calvert jumps on it. They get the ball back. Huge turnover for the Senecas defense.
Yeah, the quarterback had the shuttle pass. I think that's where it was going. And then it's number 21, Cal Warman, who made that uncomfortable moment for the quarterback. So, Calvert, big stop early.
And going back to our keys to the game, we mentioned Warman, we mentioned Rumbach, two-way stars. Schultz slings it out to Klaus, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. But Senecas, they got their two-way stars there, and this time Warman coming up huge on the defensive side. Now we'll have a chance to see both of them on the offense and see what kind of damage they're able to inflict.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Cal Warman, the junior, leads in yards by about 37. He's at 768, 11 touchdowns. He's about 85 yards a game. Jake Bromback, the senior leader last year, a little bit behind in yards, a little bit behind in touchdowns, but pretty even usage.
Schultz, quarterback keeper, taken down after a short gain. Bring up a big 3rd down for the Seneca offense. Last week, Warman didn't really get a lot of carries till the 2nd half, and he came in with a full steam ahead type of attitude. So it'll be interesting to see how they divvy up the carries here. If they give the senior Rumbach a little bit more, or they stick with this man right here, Cal Warman. All right, 3rd and 3. Pitch it to Rumbach. Touch right up the seam, taken down around the 21-yard line. That's going to be close to the 1st down marker. Should be enough. Yes, indeed. 1st down for the Senecas.
Now you have a little room to breathe out of your own 20.
Of course, Calvert getting football as a result of a stellar defensive play by Cal Warman. And the offense so far making good as they've got a 1st down, looking to do more. Warman, shoulder down, plows his way forward up to 26. Nice gain on 1st down.
Yeah, they're using Warman in between the tackles right now. Chopping away. If you're able to average, 4-5 yards per carry here, put your team in great shape.
It's a 175-pound freight train right there. And he's done a phenomenal job all season long for the Senecas. And it's going to be Rumbach who's going to be hit around that line of scrimmage. Crestview seems to strip the ball away. Are they going to give it to him? Yes, indeed, they are. Crestview's got the ball. He just took it away from Rumbach. Crestview ball. They take it.
We'll take a look at replay one more time. Team trading turnovers early in this one. You see Rombach there in the backfield.
Just reached in and took it.
That's exactly what happened.
Hayden Parrott just took it away from him. Well, how about that? So, 3 minutes ago, Calvert gets an opportune fumble, and now Crestview, they get the same thing as they strip it away from Rombach, and their offense back where they were. Leaf off to the left side, got a little space, using that arm to push defenders away. He's going to be taken down after he picks up about 7 yards. Can imagine his season average. Average is about 6.5 yards a carry. And you can see why right there on that run. A little pitch and catch incomplete. Bring up third down. So we've got 7 minutes here in the first quarter. High school playoff football. Live from Horniman Stadium on the campus of Heidelberg University. Leaf, actually, not going to be Leaf. It's going to be Zayden Martin. First down, Crestview. Of course, we're here on Heidelberg University's campus because Gibbon's got a big night tonight. Columbian Tornadoes, they've got a home playoff game at Ross County Stadium. And Calvert Senecas also get a home playoff game, and they've got the comfortable confines of Horniman Stadium. Good evening. Welcome back. Heart of Ohio Sports. We apologize for our technical difficulties here, but we're up. We're running. We're back in action here. We've got about 2 minutes here left in the first quarter of play from Horniman Stadium on Heidelberg University campus. Crestview Knights have a 7-0 lead over the Calvert Senecas. Right now, Crestview, they're driving as Leith takes it up to midfield and keeps pounding away here at the Calvert defense here. All right, a quick little recap, of course. First quarter's kind of been a lot of, we've had some flags, a couple exchanged fumbles, but after the second exchanged fumble, Crestview, they were able to punch it in, and it was a 3-yard run by the quarterback, Bryson Penix. Calvert forced to punt the ball, and Penix and the gang, they've got it back here as they're looking to do some damage. It's 1st and 10 from midfield. Looks like there's going to be another flag on Crestview. Indeed. That's their third penalty so far in this young All right, we're back live and in person from Horniman Stadium and Heidelberg's campus here in Tiffin, Ohio. The Crestview Knights have a 7-0 lead over the Calvert Senecas. Got about a minute left here in the first quarter of play. High school playoff football. Number 2, Calvert, taking on the number 15 Crestview team. Penix throws it, knocked away by Schumacher. Dominic Helmstetter, Zach Dillon, Connor Roush here. Again, we'd like to apologize for our technical difficulties here. I think we've got them figured out. Picture looks good. I think we can hear each other.
I think we can.
So those are all good signs that we might be able to watch and listen and talk about tonight's great high school playoff matchup between a couple of teams that they just want to pick up another win. All right, so Crestview forced to punt it away. Calvert's going to get it back deep in their own area inside the 10-yard line, but does not matter as the Calvert defense coming up big and able to stop Crestview. Just want to thank Klaus Electric keeping us connected with our weather report. It's about 70 degrees and gorgeous from Tiffin, Ohio. So thank you, Klaus Electric, for keeping us plugged in to tonight's weather. All right, just another quick rundown here. Calvert, they got those blue jerseys on. Crestview with the white jerseys. And both teams coming in supporting a loss in Week 10. So they're looking to bounce back here in Week 11 with playoffs. Run back. And it's stripped away again. Rumback had the ball stripped away as he was carrying it. I think Calvert's able to hang on to it, but seems to be a common trend here for the Knights defense, and you can see Rumback not very happy with it. Just kind of rolls off to the left side, and yeah, they just go after the football. Don't even try to take him down. Of course, that's how the first turnover, how Crestview got their first turnover earlier in the quarter. Something to keep an eye on. Ball security. Schultz looking to pass. Connects. Looks. Calvert receiver knocked down. I think it was Rumbach. It was a Cal Warneman. Looked like it might have been Rumbach.
I thought it.
Yeah, I think it was Rumbach again. Yeah, Rumbach. So, hey, after the first quarter of play here from Tiffin, Ohio, the Knights have a 7-0 lead over the Senecas. We'll be right back here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Keep it locked in. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Serving local employers and businesses for over 30 years, Pyramid Recruiting Offices has been operating out of that familiar A-frame building located at 373 North Washington Street since 1988. Call Pyramid Recruiting today at 419-447-0455. Pyramid Recruiting Offices, Tiffin's only locally owned and operated job placement service. Let Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacation, take the stress out of booking your next getaway. Specializing in family and group vacations, as well as adults-only trips, Heather can also help you with booking your dream destination wedding. Most trips are planned at no additional cost to you, and you'll have her support both pre-travel and in-destination with every step of the way. Book your next dream getaway now. Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Well, welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports, Horniman Stadium at Heidelberg University on campus. All right, so let's take you for a short little walk down first quarter lane as the Knights have a 7-0 lead so far tonight. All right, so we've had 2 turnovers tonight. Our pit stop turnover update. We've had a turnover fumble from Calvert, fumble from Crestview, as Calvert takes the ball and pushes it right up the middle and is stopped dead in their tracks. So we had 2 turnovers tonight, a pit stop. We had a Calvert and Crestview exchanging fumbles, but wouldn't you know it, Crestview on that second fumble, they're able to punch it in right around the 4-minute marker, 3-yard scamper by quarterback Penix, as he's able to put it in there and get our relax and revive touchdown of the quarter here from Horniman Stadium. And really, that's the action tonight, as Calvert is forced to punt the ball away again. And it goes out of bounds around midfield there. Now, of course, Crestview, they've got 3 flags on the night, so 3 penalties kind of holding their offense back a little bit. Calvert, they've committed 1 penalty, and Steinmetz signs, making sure that we keep that posting correct for you tonight. All right, you can see Coach Reeser there. Clearly not the kind of start he wanted. I was talking to him before the game started, and he said he hopes his boys come out and they play angry. You know, maybe he looks a little impatient at the moment. But at 7 points is nothing. This is a big scoring team here, the Calvert Senecas, and they can do something with it. But right now it's Leith who's doing something with it, as as Crestview just keeps pounding the ball away with number 32, Braxton Leith, their stud running back.
Yeah, stud is right. They've been running him all season really hard, and he is the focal point of this offense.
And pick up a First National Bank of Sycamore first down for the Knights. Penix going deep, touchdown shot, and he's got it. Touchdown, Crestview, as nobody's going to relax, but this offense certainly has revived themselves. It's now 13-0. Knights got a big-time lead.
Well, one-on-one on the outside. The receiver beats his man. Crestview up early. Evan Sowers making the touchdown catch. You see him right there on the sideline.
Oh, what a catch it was for Crestview. So PAT is up. It's good. It's 14-0. Crestview commanding lead over Calvert here early in the second quarter. Take a break. We'll be right back.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go, Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt-Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back, Heart of Ohio Sports here. Crestview, moments ago, just put up their second touchdown of the evening. I'd like to thank Relax and Revive Salon and Spa for keeping us connected. And we've got another penalty down there on the field. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink penalty. That's the fourth penalty of the evening for Crestview. As it's going to push them back just a little bit there, and they're going to re-kick this here in the second quarter of play. 14-0, Crestview lead over the Calvert Senecas. Seneca's home playoff game here on the campus of Heidelberg University. And had a fantastic football season. Only loss of the year was last week against an equally undefeated Hopewell Loudon Chieftain team. So bounces around. Billy Klaus snatches it. He's got a little space. Taken down around the 30-yard line. And we'll have a chance to see this Calvert offense. Of course, our Lee's keys to the game. Cal Warnament, Jacob Rumbach. We mentioned them at the beginning of the broadcast. And after a few technical difficulties, we've kind of come back here. One thing that Calvert's had some difficulties with here is holding on to that football. Rumbach, he's had the ball stripped away twice, lost one fumble, able to get back on a second one there. So our keys to the game, somebody to keep an eye on and watch.
And that's something that's out of the ordinary for sure, because he had 0 fumbles all year and 2 already in this one.
Under 11 minutes here. Schultz slings it and just knocked away. It looks like they're trying to set up a screen pass to Cal Warnament. Just nowhere to go with it.
That's exactly right. Warnament unable to find the soft spot in the defense there, and the edge rushers on both sides for the Knights in to pressure that pass.
Knights just kind of mucking up the middle of the football field right there, not giving Calvert any opportunity, set some things up here. So now it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Seneca's offense. Keep an eye on those 3 split out at the top of the screen. Pump fake Schultz and overthrows Rumbach. And it's going to be incomplete, as I think it was supposed to be a quick hitch to Rumbach. And just, again, nowhere to go. All right, 3rd and 10, Zach. It's gut check time here because 2-score deficit. You got to start stringing some first downs together here so that this game doesn't get away from you early on. Schultz tipped at the line, nearly picked off. Klaus, he's got it. First down and more. Excellent eye-hand coordination by Billy Klaus.
Yeah, Klaus, I think, surprised himself that he was able to bring this one down right over the defensive back who read it perfectly, just unable to bring it in. And Klaus makes the most of it, finds the outside, picks up a big first down.
Certainly the strength of this Calvert offense is rushing the ball with Rumbach and Warneman. So throwing it so much, you see the ball tipped around there. Hopefully get some good luck. Schultz looking again, overthrows Schumacher, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Calvert. Yeah, going pass happy, not exactly their bread and butter. Schultz can be a little streaky as a passer. When he gets into a rhythm, he can be downright deadly, though.
Exactly. Keep in mind, he does have a cannon. He has a great arm. They like to put him in motion, running him out of the boot to the left or the right. And you're right, he is streaky for sure.
But very athletic. He can run the ball, too, and we've seen that a few times this season. So let's see what happens. Warneman gets the ball, hit in the backfield, and then hit again and taken down for no gain. Bo Eggleston with the tackle.
See an injured Knight hobbling off the field. Aiden Martin.
So with that loss on the play, it's going to be 3rd and roughly 15 for Calvert. And they might have to air it out here because Crestview defense, they've come ready to play tonight. 14-0 Knights over the Senecas. Senecas hoping to keep this alive. Oh! Warneman hit immediately as he catches the football. Kellen Putman ending it. What a hit by Kellen Putman. You see the young man there. He's like, I feel pretty good. Let me get this punt.
Yeah, Putman was the defensive back on the far side of the field that was almost able to make the play on that Klaus running catch.
You know, Putman, if he would have looked up, he might have been able to take that to the house. The ball was right there. It was a bang-bang kind of play. But any way you look at it, Calvert's going to have to kick the ball away. And, yep, YLFCU timeout down on the field here. Knights with a 14-0 lead. 9:11 left here in the first half of play. And Seneca's, they want to get on the same page here. And so far, this offense just hasn't really clicked, Zach.
Yeah, there's been nothing going in the run game, which is Calvert's, obviously, like you said earlier, it's their bread and butter. It's what they do well, the 1-2 punch of Warneman and Rumbach. And they haven't been able to establish that. Credit to this Knights defense. They've been playing very well. Their defensive backs in particular during pass coverage have been locked down. So, big punt coming up for Calvert. Crestview, once again, should look to put themselves in pretty good field position.
No question. So 4th and 20 from the 43-yard line. Rumbach kicks the ball away. And it's going to be Putman. Fair catch. And we'll get another look at this Knights offense as they come back out onto the field. All right, the Knights offense are going to come back out on the 19-yard line here. And so far, what have they done? Well, let me tell you. The Knights have put up a 20-yard touchdown catch in the second quarter. And they got a 3-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. And that's given them 14 points. Calvert, 0. Leith, right side, still moving. First down and more. Number 32, Braxton Leith, who's been leading the charge for this Knights offense.
Yeah, Leith, only a sophomore. But again, he has been playing very well this season.
Leith again on the left side. He's going to be thrown to the ground by Cal Warneman. Short gain, 2nd and long for Crestview. All right, 2nd and 9. 8 minutes here left in the second quarter. Penix going deep. He's got a man through his hands, though, just not able to bring it in. Number 14, Ren Sheets, the intended receiver, and he had it there.
Yeah, beautiful ball over the middle. One-on-one coverage. Credit there to Kimmett. Playing it well over the top.
3rd and 9 for Crestview as they look to pick up this first down and keep their drive alive. They got 3 split out the top of your screen. Leith in motion. Pump fake, rolling to his left, quarterback keeper. He's gone. Flag on the field as Penix crosses midfield. So it could be a first down depending on what this flag's all about.
Well, looking in the area of the flag, number 66, Connor Sheets, just had his head down. That's exactly what's going to be on.
Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink flag on the field, and that's against Crestview, their 5th of the evening. And that's the one thing that's kind of slowed them down so far tonight, as it's pushed them back and cost them valuable yards.
Holding on the offense, number 54, 10-yard penalty from the free spot, 3rd down.
So Garrett Yinger, not Sheets, the guilty party.
So instead of 3rd and 9 and able to convert on a great scramble by Penix, the penalty pushes them back 10 yards. They got to repeat 3rd down, and now it's 3rd and 19 from the 24-yard line. Calvert certainly going to want to get after him here, put a little pressure on this Knights offense. Let's see what they come up with. Penix, quick hitch. Able to connect with his receiver there, Eggleston. And he's going to be knocked out, 30-yard line, 4th down.
Take a look at this move right here. Number 22, John Shoemaker, is going to be that outside cornerback. He engages the block, makes an incredible spin move into the tackle. Right here at the bottom of your screen, right at the 30-yard line. Engage right there, spin off.
Yeah.
Able to keep that one as a loss. Or, well, not a loss, but short of the original marker.
4th and 11. I think that's what you're getting at there. They got a long way to go as the punt is going to be a fair catch. And it's tipped away, and Crestview's got it. Oh, no. Godfrey bounced off his hands. Crestview scoops it up, and they've got the ball back.
It doesn't get much worse than that if you're a punt returner in terms of the feeling that he has right now. Godfrey under it, had time, and just muffed it.
Wow. That's the third fumble of the evening for Calvert. 2nd lost fumble. And this is a huge one because it gives Crestview the ball back at the 35-yard line. And
They exactly flipped the field.
yeah,
Again, these are the kind of mental mistakes, that can hurt a team.
not the type of start to your football game that Coach Reeser had planned up. He talked before the game about how focused his boys were, how excited they were to get the second season underway and a home playoff football game. And so far, Crestview, the 15 seed, has looked a little bit more like the number 2 seed tonight.
And the impressive part about it is the Knights have had missed opportunities as well. They haven't capitalized on everything, so Calvert's lucky in that regard. But you need to make a stop here, keep them out of field goal range.
Crestview, 2 turnover recoveries. Pit stop turnover recovery machine. And there you go. Looks like it might be another first down for the Knights.
Yeah, that was a great effort there on the outside. Sheets knew where he had to go and dove for the sticks just to get across.
We're at the 6.5 minute marker here in the second quarter. Make sure you stay tuned here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Buckeye IT halftime show coming up as we'll feature our local bands. Take a look around at all of the playoff football action here. Check in with the other playoff game here in Tiffin, Ohio is the Columbian Tornadoes. They're on the other side of the town playing some playoff football. So we'll check in, see what they're up to. Of course, we'll review all of tonight's action here. Horniman Stadium on Heidelberg's campus. Eggleston, his helmet's ripped off, and he's taken down inside the 20.
So he'll come off for a play?
Yeah. This is like a Jason Witten moment right here as he had his helmet knocked off but kept driving forward with the football.
Oh, I love that look there from number 56, Carter Cook. He just kind of...
It's like, what happened?
He shrugged his shoulders as he came away with just the helmet.
I think he thought it might be the football when it kind of went flying across the field. Penix, quarterback keeper, and he's off. Flag on the field, and he's going to be taken down at the 12-yard line. So the flag's on our side of the field here. That's the Calvert side. Not sure who it was, did not see it. It might be on Crestview, and that could push him back a little bit here. Yep, it's going to be on Crestview, another penalty. That's their 6th penalty of the half.
Holding on the offense, number 32, 10-yard penalty, still third down.
Yeah, Braxton Leith with the penalty. And that'll bring up third down as they're going to repeat it. I think it's still going to be third down. Yeah, they're going to repeat third down, push the ball back. So it'll be about, third and 14? So the scoreboard says third down, and there we go. They just flipped it over. All right, yeah, third and 14 for Crestview after the penalty on the field. And, kind of a sloppy game here. And there's another penalty. False start on the Knights offense. That's going to push them back more. Make that 7 penalties tonight. And Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink. Good selection on our title sponsor of the evening, as we've got 9 penalties so far tonight.
Crestview takes a timeout here, and I think you need to stop the bleeding a little bit.
14-0, Crestview has a lead, and they got the ball back here after a muffed punt by the Senecas, and they've gone the wrong direction ever since they got that ball.
Well, they did go forward, and then they came backward,
sure.
and then they came backward even more.
But right now they're looking at a 3rd and 19 from the 34-yard line, and that's a lot of yardage to pick up here. So smart move calling that timeout, trying to get things sorted out. Offense has done an excellent job so far tonight. Braxton Leith been lethal on the ground, and Penix been a dual threat nightmare for this Seneca's defense.
Again, Penix is a junior, Leith a sophomore.
A couple of young guys, going to have them for a few more years here.
Really, the whole team is young. I'm counting 5, 6, 7, maybe about 10 seniors on the roster.
A lot of room for growth over the years for this Crestview team. 3rd and 19, Penix rolling to his right, slings it. He's got a man not able to bring it in, though, as it was Putman, the intended receiver.
Let me tell you, I am impressed with Penix's arm.
Yeah.
He can sling it, man. In motion, that ball was in the hands. He's been accurate over the middle, and he's got some real velocity on these balls.
No question. Bryson Penix, 6'1", 190 pounds. Like you said, Zach, just a junior, this Crestview Knights football team. So with the incomplete pass and the series of penalties, they're going to have to punt the ball, and they're going to try to pin Calvert deep in their own area. Klaus lets it go, hits him. Klaus able to get it as he's buried at the 5-yard line. Oh, my.
Second misfortunate play there. The ball just found its way into Klaus, who got rocked once he picked it up.
Yeah.
Not a good break for Calvert.
No, it was Godfrey who bounced off him and gave it back to Crestview on the last punt. This punt bounces off of Billy Klaus. He's able to pick it up and save it. But this Calvert offense buried at the 5-yard line. 5 minutes left in the first half of play, and Calvert's got a 14-point deficit. Schultz throws it, incomplete. Klaus, the intended receiver, he had it, not able to bring it in. Oof. Yeah, man, Zach, this offense just doesn't seem to be in sync here in the first half of play. And, our keys at the beginning of the game, all about the rushing attack, and we just really have not seen that rushing attack much tonight.
Yeah, and that's credit really to Cole Harding's squad, the head coach of the Knights. They've been playing extremely solid defense right here. I mean, there's pressure before the running backs can even get to the line of scrimmage.
Warnerman buried and lost about half a yard on the run. Yeah, trying to use your weapons and get a little breathing room, but right now it's 3rd and 11 from the 4-yard line. Calvert, they got to do something here. And, I think they're going to have to rely on Schultz to throw it. And, he's standing there in the end zone.
I wouldn't be surprised if pressure comes. Here it is.
Yep. Blitz coming. Schultz hit as he throws it. And Rumbach saying that, hey, they had a hand on me. But Schultz forced to throw it early as he had 2 defenders bearing down on him. Overthrows his intended receiver, Jacob Rumbach. 4th down. Seneca's going to be forced to punt the ball again. Yeah, Schultz, he had no choice but to throw that ball as he got hit as he let it fly. All right, Rumbach, kick it. And not a bad kick, but it bounces the wrong way. And Schumacher, he's going to down it there at the 37-yard line. And Crestview really kind of picking the ball back up right where they had it last time. So about a minute burned off the clock. And Crestview, they got the ball at the 37-yard line, almost the same exact place that they had it on their last possession. Well, let's see what happens here. As Crestview, they have a 14-0 lead over Calvert. And Crestview, they got the ball first. So Calvert, they'll get the ball first in the second half. So there's some good news if you're a Seneca's fan. All right, here we go. And it's going to be number 20, Zayden Martin, who rushes the ball right up the middle. solid gain on first down. About 5 yards there on that carry. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Knights offense. All right, keep an eye on the receivers here at the bottom of the screen. Number 3, Putman, has kind of been a go-to guy. And Crestview rushes it again right up the middle. Clearly trying to burn some clock as we're now down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half of play. Again, make sure you stay tuned for our Buckeye IT halftime show, as we'll feature our local marching band, and we'll check out some of the area playoff scores. And incomplete pass to Putman. Intended receiver.
Falls incomplete. Brings up a 4th and 5 for the Knights.
All right, 2nd and 4. Actually, it's 4th and 5. And down at 3 minutes. And Crestview taking their time. 9, 8, 7 seconds left on the play clock there. 2, Crestview snaps it. Penix rolling to his right. Quarterback keeper. He's going to tuck it away. He's going to be buried around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So they're going to turn it over, and Calvert, they're going to get the ball back.
Got to give it to this Calvert defense. The last 2 drives, they give Crestview the ball inside of the 50, and they stop them there.
No question, and that's exactly what they needed there, Connor. Calvert defense needed a stop. They got it. Now they've got 3 minutes for their offense to get cooking and try to put up some points, as they've got a 2-score deficit.
Well, it'd feel better than scoring here going into the half and getting the ball second half.
No doubt Warneman takes the pass, and he's going to be buried behind the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play is, man, Connor, this Knights defense has just been suffocating so far tonight.
It's been so aggressive, and like what you were saying with Calvert's run game, they've just been shutting it down before either Warneman or Rombach even gets the ball into the line of scrimmage.
In the games that we've seen with Calvert, when they're able to establish the run first, offense has really been clicking, but so far they're trying to pass to set up the run. As Schumacher, he's got it. A couple blockers in front of him, but he's tackled, taken down at the 35-yard line.
Schultz's pass is completed to number 22, John Schumacher, brought down by number 66, Connor Sheets. Pick up a 4 in the play, brings up a 3rd.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 6 for this Calvert offense. Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, definitely coming into the playoffs here. I mean, seeds say something, but they don't say something at the same time, because all teams are here for one thing, and that's to win in advance.
And Crestview, yeah, they're ranked 15th, but tough game, or tough team. Schultz forced to run out, throws it. Schumacher, did he catch it? No, incomplete. They're saying Schumacher did not get it as it hit the turf. Ooh, I don't know. That's awful close right there.
Number 22, John Schumacher, falls incomplete, brings up a 4th and 6 for the Senecas.
Even with his back facing towards us, that was very close, but I thought he picked up the ball there. I thought he had a catch.
Yeah, I agree. I thought he got a hand on it, reeled it in, which would have brought up maybe 4th and a couple of inches there, but as it stands, 4th and 6 for Calvert. Rumbach back to punt the ball. Of course, he also can rush it. Got about 1:40 here in the first half, and he's going to kick it away, and it's going to be Putman who catches the ball to 20, and he's going to run it back. He's still going. 30, 35, he's got some space. 40, 45, midfield. Putman pushed out of bounds. Wow, what a return by number 3, Kellen Putman.
Was that Rombach that made the tackle there?
I think it might have been, yeah. It was. Jacob Rumbach tackling it, and you know, if the punter's making the tackle, that's your last line of defense.
That is.
Putman almost popped it to the house right there.
Tell you what, it's a different experience over here too, with the stand on one side of the field and with Calvert's team being on this sideline. What do you think about the fans, Crestview's fans being on their sideline? Could that affect them a little bit as well?
I don't know, but hey, Horniman Stadium is gorgeous. It's beautiful. Love it. Press box is amazing, and there you go. Oh, goodness. All the way, Isaac Klein, touchdown, Crestview, as Klein takes it the distance, but there is a flag on the field right at the line of scrimmage. Let's see if this one comes back. Right now, Klein got a 50-yard touchdown run.
What a relief.
Oh, goodness. And you can hear some of the Crestview fans booing as that touchdown's coming back. As penalty on the field, and Connor, that's Crestview's 8th penalty tonight.
I was just going to ask you what number they're at.
Yeah, that's number 8, and we're only in the second quarter of play. Now we've got a minute left, but you take that one takes points off the scoreboard.
On the offense, number 25. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, still first down.
10-yard penalty, and now you're in your own territory.
Yeah,
So.
Bo Eggleston. Egg on your face, Eggleston, as that took points off the board for your Knights football team. That's a huge one right there. So instead of a touchdown, now points come off the board. 10-yard penalty. It's going to be 1st and 21 for the Knights. Penix, Putman falls. Turf will be credited with the tackle.
The turf monster.
That's right. Speaking of which, we've got some excellent T-shirts here at Heart of Ohio Sports. And the blue Who's Monster T-shirts, they get tossed out into the stands here and there. Not sure if we've got any over here at Heidelberg, but I know they've got some over at Frost County. They toss out to the fans. Leith, first down and more. Jeez. Just like that, Connor, and Crestview first down. I mean, holy cow, it's Braxton Leith is having a game.
Leith has been lethal so far for this Calvert defense.
Oh, no question.
Man, he's got speed.
He averages 6.5 yards a carry, and you can see why right there as he picks up a first down. And Penix connects with number 14, Ren Sheets. Another first down for Crestview. 27 seconds on the clock. Crestview, after points were taken off because of a penalty, coming back with some rage here, trying to get those points, is they're threatening this Calvert defense once again. 27 seconds, 1st and 8. Penix, quarterback keeper, working his way forward, and he's going to be drugged down, maybe short. Ball knocked loose, but the ball was already down. So timeout on the field here. So they got a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. YLFCU timeout, that is. And timeout Crestview. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. 17 seconds here left in the first half of play. And let's bring Zach Dillon back into it. Zach, if you're the coach down on the field, what are you telling your Crestview team? What are you telling your Calvert defense, for that matter?
Well, first you're telling Crestview, all right, hey, we have a yard to get, and those aren't hard to come by if you're Crestview. They have been obviously dominant this first half of play. Calvert defense, you got to make a stand. Like it is. What did you say earlier? It was gut check time.
It is gut check time.
Your defensive line needs to get a push if you're going to break this, right? 17 seconds. If you can make a stop here,
maybe waste the clock. You get the ball first in the second half,
and you're down 2 touchdowns. That's not a bad hole to be in at all.
No.
3 touchdowns.
a little bit more difficult.
Obviously, that's a factor more difficult. So, need to make a big stop here.
All right, let's see what happens. Somebody I'd keep an eye on there. You got two running backs there, Bo Eggleston and Braxton Leith. Leith has been lethal. Eggleston, touchdown. Yep. Crestview's cracking this one open as they put up their third touchdown of the evening. This time, Bo Eggleston with the score.
Helmet or not, he's in the end zone.
Yeah, that's right. Helmet or not, Bo Eggleston will deliver. All right, Connor, how'd that look from up there? Because, he just put his shoulder down and took what he wanted.
Ooh, bad snap.
PAT, no good. That means it's going to be 20-0. Crestview over Calvert as we're nearing the end of the first half of play.
No, but exactly, Don. That's what he did. He just put his shoulder down and drove right in.
I'm kind of speechless here, boys. Crestview, look, we knew they were going to be a tough team, and a couple years ago when they had a chance to meet up with Calvert in the playoffs, they were a tough team then, and they just know how to play Calvert, I guess is how it is.
2020 was 50-13 Crestview, and then they met again in 2016, and that was 53 or 54-20.
So, I don't know. Crestview may have the Seneca's number, but, Coach Reeser's team, they never quit, always fighting. And, the seniors down there, they're going to have a few things to say there at halftime. And they want to come out firing in all cylinders and get a hot start to the second half of play. And that's what they got to focus on here as they look ahead here. Second part of tonight's playoff contest.
Now, I don't have the numbers in front of me, and I'll work to look that up during the break, but Calvert is a second-half team and has been all season, according to their max prep stats. They average, I think it is 10 and then 14 in the third and fourth quarters. We'll get that number for you after the break.
I was going to say, I think this is the biggest deficit Calvert will be facing coming to the half as well.
Number 2, Jameson Godfrey on the return, pushed out of bounds by number 32.
Yeah, Calvert usually, you're right, Zach. Usually they're a little bit slower to get started, and right around second quarter, going into third quarter, that's where they really hit their peak. So, be fun to see what they can come up with in the second half. 6 seconds, I imagine they're not going to do a whole lot here, as they've got 59 yards to go if they do try. Schultz looking to pass it, steps up, going deep. Rumbach, he's got it. Rumbach taken down at the 10-yard line. No, they're saying it's incomplete. Rumbach did not hold on to the ball. So that's the end of the first half here from Horniman Stadium. It's Crestview 20, Calvert 0. We'll be back for a halftime show.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Serving local employers and businesses for over 30 years, Pyramid Recruiting Offices has been operating out of that familiar A-frame building located at 373 North Washington Street since 1988. Call Pyramid Recruiting today at 419-447-0455. Pyramid Recruiting Offices, Tiffin's only locally owned and operated job placement service. UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt-Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. Buckeye IT Services is a trusted partner for cybersecurity, fully managed and co-managed IT support. Municipalities, financial organizations, and mature businesses turn to them to eliminate IT stress and enable growth. Visit BuckeyeIT.com today to start your partnership. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports here at Horniman Stadium on campus, Heidelberg University. It is halftime, our Buckeye IT halftime show, coming to you live from Tiffin, Ohio. We're going to go down onto the field as the Crestview Knights marching band is getting ready to entertain.
Emily Karcher, Josie Williamson, Jacob Strickler, and the 2023 Marching Knights. Episode 1 of tonight's show comes to us from a galaxy far, far away. Be glad you have the high ground for this performance. Here's the main theme and the Imperial March from Star Wars. Are you ready for the weekend? This is Starboy by The Weekend. on your sunscreen for this final tune because the Knights are bringing the heat from the largest star in the galaxy, the sun. This is Pitbull's Fireball. This fantastic performance was written in the stars. Please put your hands together for the Crestview Marching Knights. The Crestview Marching Knights are under the direction of Mr. Brett Latman. Assisting staff members are Drew Mosier, Kennedy Seitz, Kimberly Seitz, Kirsten Swander, and Jordan Updegrove. Drum majors are Emily Karcher and Josie Williamson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us tonight. The theme of tonight's Calvert Marching Band show is Student Favorites, with the entire show being selected and choreographed by our students. Our first selection for you tonight is none other than the popular 1980s hit, Funky Town, originally written by the band Lips. This song has been featured in movies, TV shows, and marching bands throughout the country. An old student favorite, we couldn't help but break this piece out for you tonight. Enjoy our rendition of Funky Town. For our next piece, we bring you the 1969 Neil Diamond hit Sweet Caroline. In 2007, Neil Diamond shared that the inspiration for this song was JFK's daughter, Caroline, who was only 11 at the time the song was originally released. Diamond later sang the song for her at her 50th birthday celebration. Please feel free to sing along. We know you know the words. Enjoy Sweet Caroline. Our final selection needs no introduction, and all Jedi fans will recognize. This arrangement from John Williams has been a timeless classic since the moment it was composed. Please enjoy our rendition of the Star Wars theme. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of the Seneca Nation, the Calvert Marching Band.
Hey, you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. It's our Buckeye IT halftime show here from Horniman Stadium On campus at Heidelberg University in beautiful Tiffin, Ohio. It's halftime, and Crestview Knights, the visiting Crestview Knights, they've got a 20-0 lead over the hometown Calvert Senecas. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We'll recap all the first half of action, take a look around the area at some of our playoff scores, and get ready for a second half of playoff football here at Heart.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Unlock your peak performance with holistic pain management that soothes your brain and body. Say goodbye to inflammation and stress, and hello to restful sleep, injury recovery, and more. Pulse Therapy, where wellness meets performance. Located at 205 Jefferson Street inside Meraki Salon and Barber. Contact 567-230-4003 to book your session today. Tell them Heart of Ohio Sports sent you for $5 off your first visit. Klaus Electric is a veteran and family-owned full-service electrical contracting firm that has grown to be a first-class electrical contractor serving Northwest Ohio. Their mission is to provide high-quality commercial and industrial electrical projects in a timely manner. They do this by forming and training a professional team of employees who are dedicated to their core values, conscious of safe work practices, all while forming long-term relationships with their customers. Visit their website for more information at klauselectric.com. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Why go to Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin? Because at Lee's Floor Covering, they know that selecting the right flooring for your home can be overwhelming. They make choosing the right items for your home simple. At Lee's Floor Covering, they have one of the largest selections of floor covering in Northwest Ohio, including Abbey Carpet and Floor. Stop in and see for yourself what everyone raves about at Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin. Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Tiffin, Ohio. We're on campus at Heidelberg University, and it's halftime here at Horniman Stadium, and the Crestview Knights, who are back out onto the field here. Crestview Knights have a 20-0 lead over the Calvert Senecas, so let's take a quick walk down memory lane here and review a little bit of what happened in the first half of play. So immediately after our bench warmers opening kickoff, we had a couple of fumbles that went back and forth, and ultimately Crestview was able to pick up a fumble, punch it in for a touchdown, giving themselves a 7-0 lead in the first quarter of play. And then the second quarter was, again, all Crestview, as Crestview able to toss it, pick up a 20-yard TD catch, pick up a punt that was dropped, and punched that in for another touchdown, and that gave them a 20-0 lead there at halftime. And, of course, Zach, for me, just kind of keep coming back to our Lee's keys to the game. We highlighted the rushing duo for the Calvert Senecas, and they just have not been able to get it going so far tonight.
No, they haven't, and that touchdown right at the end, the little 1-yard rush, that was really the dagger of the first half. Calvert gets the ball back here. We'll talk about those running stats, those keys to the game, right? They had to establish the run. They had to control the run on either side. Jacob Rumbach, 4 rushes, 7 yards, 2 fumbles. Cal Warnament, 5 rushes, 0 net yards. And Harry Schultz, he is 1 rush for 2 yards on that pickup. So they'll get the ball back here, and they need to come out of the gates quickly, because those numbers are just completely counterintuitive to how Calvert has operated this whole season. Now, on the other side of the ball, Braxton Leith, 12 rushes, 143 yards.
Wow.
That is as dominant as you can be without putting a rushing touchdown on the board. Then Penix, the quarterback, 7 rushes, 19 yards, a touchdown and a fumble. And then Bo Eggleston has a little bit. Zayden Martin, 4 rushes for 11 yards. So, again, it is a tale of two offenses right here at Horniman Stadium.
Yeah, Crestview, 174 total rushing yards to go along with another 112 passing yards compared to Calvert's 9 rushing yards and 29 receiving yards. Pretty stark difference there. Now, of course, Calvert, they're going to get the football back here first in the second half of play, but I think we need to let that soak in here for a moment. About 90 seconds here from the second half of play. And let's go up to our announcer cam there with Connor Roush. I would like to thank Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magic Moments Vacations. Connor, take us around the playoffs here. You were talking scores as we were getting ready to come back on. What kind of scores do you have for us for this first week of playoff football action?
So on the other side of town, you got Columbian ahead of Ashland, 35-0 at halftime. And then you go over and look at Hopewell. They are up over Montpelier, 19-7. Another one of our schools we're covering, Lakota. They are traveling over to Columbus Grove. They are down 29-3 at halftime. And then Cary is up over Ashland Crestview, 21-0. And then Colonel Crawford is ahead of Seneca East, 17-0 in the third.
You're listening to and watching our Buckeye IT halftime show here in Tiffin, Ohio. And Connor there on our announcer's cam, keeping us connected and up to date with some of that playoff action. And, of course, as second half of play unfolds, we'll start previewing the next round of the playoffs and take a look at what's ahead for one of these teams. And, Zach, you had mentioned Calvert typically they do a pretty good job here in the third quarter as they kind of come out and they put up quite a few points there. And really, that's kind of what they're going to have to do is come out here third quarter and try to establish that run that we looked at. Only 9 rushing yards. That's not really conducive to controlling momentum and the clock here. They got to come out here in the third quarter and they need some points is really what it is.
That's exactly what it is, Dom. Again, you come out here, score an early touchdown, get some points on the board, start feeling better, maybe get your offense into a little bit of a rhythm, and all of a sudden you're right back in this thing, only down 2 touchdowns, and you just kind of keep chipping away.
Yeah, that's about all you can hope for there is Calvert, Billy Klaus taking it up past the 40-yard line. Solid return for Calvert as they come out of the gates ready to play.
Good return. That's what you need. A hot start. Billy Klaus, as we have an injury on the field. That's number 11, Hayden Parrott.
Away from the tackle, too.
That is a good point. It was maybe 10, 15 yards in front of the tackle, so we'll step away here.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Serving local employers and businesses for over 30 years, Pyramid Recruiting Offices has been operating out of that familiar A-frame building located at 373 North Washington Street since 1988. Call Pyramid Recruiting today at 419-447-0455. Pyramid Recruiting Offices, Tiffin's only locally owned and operated job placement service. Let Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacation, take the stress out of booking your next getaway. Specializing in family and group vacations, as well as adults-only trips, Heather can also help you with booking your dream destination wedding. Most trips are planned at no additional cost to you, and you'll have her support both pre-travel and in-destination with every step of the way. Book your next dream getaway now. Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Welcome back as short little break. And the one thing that you missed, Calvert going deep. And Schultz just missed Billy Klaus. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Seneca's offense. This offense, a lot of passes so far tonight. Not a lot of rushes, not a lot of yards for this offense. Hoping to change it. Schultz, quarterback keeper. He's got a little space. He's going to be hit and taken to the ground by number 7, Jared Harding.
Big hit there from Harding. Schultz went down hard. Pops back up, ready for this 3rd down.
Schultz had 2 rushing yards in the first half. Doubled it right there on that run. 3rd and 6 for the Senecas. Keep an eye on that bunch at the top of the screen for the Senecas here. Schultz looking to pass it. Slings it to the top. He's got Wolf. 1st down, Senecas.
Nice little pitch and catch there from the Senecas. We'll take a look at a replay here. And again, these are the not momentum plays, but the plays that get you in a rhythm, right? You start picking up these little chunk plays, and all of a sudden you're driving down the field.
And Schultz is definitely a rhythm passer. All right, really hard to pick up anything. He was 5 of 14 in the first half. Billy Klaus pushed out of bounds around the 32-yard line. That should be enough for another Calvert 1st down. Move those chains. Senecas they got a good game plan going here as they're able to connect.
That they do. So Schultz is now starting to get into that rhythm that we're talking about. I'd like to see Calvert stay on the ball, keep this Knights team on their heels.
Working so far. Schultz gives it to Warneman. Warneman, he spins and he's still moving inside the 20. Another 1st down for Calvert. Cal Warneman with a huge 1st down run. Look at this. Whoop. Nice little spin move. Three straight 1st downs here for Calvert, picking up a little momentum. And Harry Schultz starting to get warmed up in the second half, and that's exactly what Calvert needs. Give it to Rumbach. Rumbach swallowed and thrown to the ground. Oof. Been a tough night rushing the football there for number 28, Jacob Rumbach.
Yeah, a pair of fumbles like we've mentioned, a handful of yards. This is a player obviously led the team in rush yards and touchdowns last year, if I recall correctly.
Yeah,
and so,
absolutely.
This guy is one that you can really count on in big moments. So you're going to look to get him, warmed up here.
2nd and 13 for Calvert. 3 split out at the bottom. Schultz looking at that bottom formation, and he's got his man, and it's going to be Rumbach, the man of the hour. Just as you were talking about him, Zach, he gets that reception.
It's these little confidence-boosting plays. Show them that you still have, your faith. You'll give them that handoff, take that out route from the slot. Just try to get them a little confidence, get them going.
3rd and 7 from the 16-yard line. Senecas moving the ball really well here on this drive. Schultz dumps it off to Wolf. Wolf dives forward, but it's going to be just short of the 1st down marker. 4th down. I'm sure they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, Aiden Adams, the defensive lineman there, read the screen well.
Yeah.
And was able to get a hand on Wolf to trip him up a little bit.
Coach is keeping his boys out there. It's playoff time. There's nothing to wait for next year or tomorrow. Leave it all out there on the field. I like it. Schultz, he's got his man. Billy Klaus, first down. Great route, Billy Klaus, as he took it right to the first down marker, caught it, moving the chains.
Yeah, great play call here. Just a little curl. Put Klaus right at the sticks. Look for the ball. Perfect.
It's exactly the type of route you need to run in that scenario. First down, Calvert, as they got first and goal from the 7-yard line. Schultz, just skips it in the dirt, unable to connect with Klaus.
Just a bit low.
For the Senecas.
That'll bring up second and goal from the 7. And Calvert, they've been doing a really good job here on this drive. They need the touchdown, though, as it is 20-0. Crestview with a 3-score lead over the hometown Calvert Senecas. Schultz surveying the field, dumps it off to Rumback, back up the middle, dives forward. Is he in? No, he's just going to be short. Yeah, he's just short. And as you saw some of his teammates putting their hands up, everybody in the press box getting excited. Just inches shy of that goal marker. And another player down on the ground.
Take a look. It cuts back up inside, stumbles and falls right.
That was close.
I think it's the correct spot.
Yeah.
So we're at inside the 1-yard line. This is a Crestview member down.
So Calvert Senecas in the red zone here, first time in the second half. I'd like to thank Pulse Therapy, making sure that we stay connected, getting the pulse of this drive as they enter the red zone and hoping to put up a touchdown.
What a way coming out of the half. I mean, Calvert just playing their small ball and rolling down the field, getting that confidence back.
Absolutely, and this is the Calvert Senecas we've seen most of the season as they went undefeated into Week 10, and they played a very, very tough Hopewell Loudon football team and got beat by a tough team. And I mean, if you look down there on the sideline, I keep looking at Coach Suter there, and or Coach Reeser rather, and he's talking to every single one of his boys individually, keying in on it, and this is going to be a big third down play for them as they hope to punch it in. So Seneca's trying to get themselves organized down there. I want to make sure that we thank some of our sponsors as we've got so many to be grateful for here at Heart of Ohio Sports. I want to thank Pyramid Recruiting Offices, Buckeye IT Services, UIS Insurance and Investments, Xcarre Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Klaus Electric, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Lee's Floor Covering, Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations. Again, Heather Hunker, make sure you touch base with her if you have any travel needs. The Pit Stop, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Placenite 3D Printing and Design, who sponsored our Player of the Game. They've got a really, really cool trophy that we'll show you after the football game. Little Hugo's, Pulse Therapy, Relax and Revive Salon and Spa, First National Bank of Sycamore, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Mercy Health, Tiffin Hospital, Webster's Industry, and Dr. Jack Felton and family. Thank you very much for sponsoring Heart of Ohio Sports here during the playoffs.
You can see he's getting up all right. Not putting any weight on that left leg. So hope he's okay.
Yeah, looks like, what was it, number 20, Zayden Martin, injured, and key player for the Crestview Knights. Hopefully, young man's going to be okay, but needs a little help getting off the field. And with 7:46 here in the third quarter from Tiffin, Ohio, we'll resume play. And Calvert plows their way forward, and did he get it in? That's the question. All depends on the spot. The Senecas are saying touchdown. No official signal on the field. Is it?
Wow.
They're saying he did not get in. Look at that football. Look at how close it is. It's almost like the nose of that football is over the goal line, and they will not even call it a touchdown.
That is as close as you can get. You see here the handoff, and then Schultz tries to make that push at the end.
Wow.
That's an incredible spot if you're the Knights.
Just look at this. Look at that spot. I mean, you look, that is about as close as you can possibly get it. The shadow is in the end zone right now. The shadow of the football. Well, okay. It's fourth down, by the way, as Crestview able to stop the Calvert Senecas somehow on that third down play. And I don't think we've seen it that close ever.
Again, like I said, I don't think you get any closer ever. I mean, that is right there. So the play call has to come out. I think you're expecting, obviously, like Philadelphia Eagles. What are they calling it? The tush push now, right?
Tush push. I mean, or do you fake it up the middle and let Schultz roll out and try to get it in? Or is that too fancy?
Like the old Peyton Manning play from Indianapolis.
Maybe the jump pass.
Tim Tebow style.
I don't know.
They're like we're saying, there's so many ways you can go about this. I think the tried and true is either just the running back dive up the middle or the quarterback sneak. So we'll see here.
We're going to find out. Cal Warneman, he's the lead back. I think they're gonna do the tush push there, Zach. Quarterback keeper, and it's going to be Warneman pushing Schultz in. Touchdown, Calvert. That's right. Finally, the symbol that they're looking for. Touchdown, Calvert, as Warneman helps push Schultz in, and the Senecas are on the board.
Yeah, you see the big boys there on the screen in the graphic. Take a look at this replay.
All of that for an inch of ground. That's really what it was. Yeah, just check this out. Schultz digs in behind Wolf. And then you had Warneman just push Schultz all the way. Touchdown. You see Rumbach jumping up and down. PAT is good. It is 20-7. Calvert's making a game of it here.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Why go to Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin? Because at Lee's Floor Covering, they know that selecting the right flooring for your home can be overwhelming. They make choosing the right items for your home simple. At Lee's Floor Covering, they have one of the largest selections of floor covering in Northwest Ohio, including Abbey carpet and floor. Stop in and see for yourself what everyone raves about at Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin. Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Well, welcome back to Horniman Stadium on campus of Heidelberg University. Calvert Senecas up on the board as they punch it in. And see that nice squib kick there as they try to stop Crestview, but Crestview's got other plans, and they're off to the races. Hunter Jones, he's running, and he could go to the 7-yard line.
He could and he does. Great return there by the Knights.
Whew. Hunter Jones with a huge return, and just when the Senecas steal a little momentum, Crestview swipes it back.
That's true. You got to make this stop now. As a Seneca defense, help your offense out a little bit. Like you said, they're able to get it into this one, but need to come up with a stop.
And makes it that much more difficult when you have a huge return there on the kickoff. And Crestview, they've got first and goal from the 6-yard line. Leith hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain. That'll bring up second and goal for Crestview as they are now in the pulse therapy red zone part of the football field. Well, Connor, keep an eye on this football as we might need another close spot, as I think this is going to be a pounded out type of drive here. Calvert's got to hold their ground. Second and goal from the 5. Leith again up the middle. Short gain as nowhere to go as this stingy Calvert defense playing in tough. That'll be third and goal now from the 4-yard line. All right, no gain, third and 4. And Crestview looking to extend their lead, which has been boiled down to 13 points. Leith cut back. He's pushing it ahead. He's going to be stopped short. And you can see the Seneca fans there, student section in the end zone, yelling, hooting, hollering, trying to make some noise, cheer on this Seneca defense.
I think now we have Connor Roush back on the mic, and you can hear through that audio just how much noise is being made here on the field.
No question. Absolutely love that. Zach, I remember a couple years ago, Heidelberg University, the kids, the students, they'd bring their couches down and sit in the end zone. Those are the good old days, but they don't do that here at the OHSAA.
I was going to say, how long ago has that been? Because that hasn't been in the last 5 years that I've been at Heidelberg.
All right. It's been a couple years, but it was always so cool. They would literally bring couches and recliners, and they would line the end zone with them, and that's how you watch football. I'm just telling you.
I know you're not crazy because I've been told by other people here who have been around at Heidelberg longer than I have, Greek life or other students would just line the field on both sides.
Phenomenal.
Dom, that sounds like Hopewell back in the day, too, in the 2000s. They bring couches and everything and be in the end zones, just packed house Friday nights just cheering on the Chieftains.
Yeah. Hey, why sit on a couch at home when you can sit on a couch in the end zone of the football game?
Right? Best seat in the house.
Yeah, timeout down on the field brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, one of our proud sponsors here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a recliner right there from the end zone. You call a game like that, that'd be a lot of fun to call.
They'd be standing right down there on the sidelines with president of Heidelberg University, Rob Huntington, down there. I saw Scott Donaldson, the head football coach, down there earlier as well.
Got some talented football players out on the field. Not surprised one bit. Scott Donaldson does a great job with the Student Princes.
4th and 3.
All right, 4th and goal from the 3-yard line here. Let's see what that timeout was what they're able to come up with during that timeout. All right, Putnam. Motion, Penix. Nowhere to go, they've got him. He's down on the ground, they stop him. There you go. Calvert defense coming up with a stop, and is there a flag on the field? Oh,
I don't
is
see
that
one.
Is that on the far side of the field, or is that just dirt, or what is it?
Look right at the
No, it's
by the 10-yard line.
Oh, that's a leaf.
It's a leaf.
It's a giant leaf that looks like a flag. Okay.
Well,
it's a victory leaf.
Camera quality there.
Let's take a look at this here on replay. It's coming off the edge right here at the top of your screen.
And they were all over Putnam. Or Penix, that is.
Just nowhere to go.
Great stop by the Calvert defense here. They get that ball back, and if their offense keeps doing what they did on the first drive, then Crestview, they're going to start getting really nervous really quick.
I tell you what, just seeing that tackle there on Rombach, Crestview is tackling very aggressive here. So these Calvert kids are taking some hits.
Yeah, Rombach, he's been stopped all night long. Warnament had a little success, but really that last drive, that touchdown drive, Harry Schultz is the one that made it happen as he was able to connect. And you see here, he's got to step up. He's got pressure. He's going deep. Schultz has got Rombach. And just not able to bring it in as Rombach had a step. Oh, that's the play that they wanted right there. They had it. Great call. They had it.
Rombach not having his best game. That pass from Schultz, beautiful, just right in the breadbasket. Forced to make the Willie Mays over-the-shoulder catch.
Yeah.
Couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, Coach Reeser, you kind of see him. He's like, that's the shot we wanted. 3rd and 8 for the Senecas. Now they got to start thinking first down. They took their shot, but they need the first down so they can keep marching on. Schultz throws it. Klaus, not able to bring it in. Oh, man, Billy Klaus, the intended receiver, he had the distance, dropped it, 4th down. That's a tough one right there.
A 3rd and out inside your own 10-yard line.
Schultz, a little upset on that one, and Coach Reeser is giving him that high five. He did what he had to do. He put it on the number. 4th down after a missed opportunity there by the Senecas. And I got to punt it away. And here we go. Special teams have been a headache as Kellen Putnam takes it off and is tackled by the turf again.
He got tackled.
You get tripped up
by 74 here.
Okay. Turf Monsters with the assist.
Who is that? Wrecker?
Could have been.
74.
74 is Lucas Wrecker, correct.
There you go, senior, 6'5", 272. Big man getting a tackle. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Crestview after a solid return by Kellen Putman. And putting pressure on this Calvert defense, asking them to stop Leith and the rest of the Crestview offense, but here you go. At least they do on this play. So there's a short loss on the run.
Wolf grabbing that shirt.
Hey, do what you got to do.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, do what you got to do. Don't let him get by. Wolf, great job on contain, giving another Calvert defender a chance to knock Leith down. So now 2nd and 10. Penix, pump fake, tucks it. He's going to be hit. Looks like Schumacher hits him. Flag coming from the far side of the field.
They're going to call a late hit.
It could be. I don't know. The flag came from the end zone part of the field here.
We'll take a look here on the replay. Making his way to the outside.
Yeah.
And that looks to be a call.
So might be another flag. Steinmetz signs and graphic ink flag on the field. Waiting the official call to see what's going on. Crestview had 8 penalties in the first half. Calvert 1.
Personal foul. Number 52 of the defense. 15-yard penalty. Spot of foul. Previous foul, excuse me. First down.
So that had to be on the field because I don't believe he was the one who tackled.
No, Schumacher hit him, and then number 52, Sam Morgan, he's called for the penalty. His 2nd of the night for Calvert. It's a big one as it gives Crestview a first down. Leith stopped at the line. And we talked about costly penalties in the first half, as it certainly cost Crestview on a couple opportunities. Missed out on a touchdown. It was reversed because of a penalty. And in this case, Calvert, this penalty is costing them because it gave Crestview a first down that otherwise they would not have had. So 2nd and 9 from the 14-yard line. The Knights are marching towards the end zone. Seneca defense stopped them last time. And great job, Billy Klaus, as he got a hand up to knock it away. Great defensive play there for the Senecas.
Take a look on the outside. That's great defensive coverage.
Billy Klaus brings up a 3rd and 9 for the Knights.
He's in good position, gets a hand up, bats the ball away.
Yeah, just look at that. Yeah, perfect position, Billy Klaus, and he was able to get a hand up, knock it away. That's exactly what you teach him there. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 from the 14-yard line. Another big 3rd down play here for the Calvert defense. Stopped them on the last drive. Hoping to stop him on this one. Penix, quarterback keeper's got space inside the 5. First down, Crestview. It'll be 1st and goal for the Knights.
Number 5, Bryson Penix on a carry.
Great call there with the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, Crestview trying to capitalize on that great field position.
Quick to the line of scrimmage there. Leith going to be used as a decoy as Penix knocked down to the ground for a loss. A little option play there, as you could see Penix trying to make a decision. Does he want to pull it or just give it to Leith? He pulled it and it was tackled.
It's credit to the defensive end playing the read option as well. He's just stretching that out, trying to take it all the way out to the sideline, keeping the eye on the quarterback in case of the pull.
Crestview in the pulse therapy red zone part of the field again here. 2nd and 6 from the 6-yard line. Leith handoff. Right side, he's still moving. Pushing forward, touchdown, Crestview. Braxton Leith punches it in from 6 yards out, and Crestview's got another score on the board.
It'll be interesting to see what they do here. Do they go for 2, try to get those extra 2 points back?
With 1:32 remaining in the 3rd quarter of play here from Tiffin, Ohio, Crestview is put in their 4th touchdown of the evening. And it looks like they're going for 2, as you called there, Zach.
Wow.
Yep, just like that. Penix walks into the end zone. 2-point conversion good. The score, 28-7. The Knights over the Senecas in the 3rd quarter.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Serving local employers and businesses for over 30 years, Pyramid Recruiting Offices has been operating out of that familiar A-frame building located at 373 North Washington Street since 1988. Call Pyramid Recruiting today at 419-447-0455. Pyramid Recruiting Offices, Tiffin's only locally owned and operated job placement service. UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt-Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. Buckeye IT Services is a trusted partner for cybersecurity, fully managed and co-managed IT support. Municipalities, financial organizations, and mature businesses turn to them to eliminate IT stress and enable growth. Visit BuckeyeIT.com today to start your partnership. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Horniman Stadium on campus of Heidelberg University. The Crestview, the visiting Crestview Knights, just punched in their 4th touchdown of the evening, and they've got a 28-7 lead over the hometown Calvert Senecas here in the first round of play in the OHSAA state playoffs. So we were talking a little off camera there. Calvert not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. We still got a full fourth quarter to go. And the way Harry Schultz has been throwing the ball, there's definitely some hope. We just need to see the Calvert receivers catch it.
That's exactly what it is. I think the best way to do that is spread things out for Schultz. Give him an empty backfield. Boot him out to the left or the right. Get him in motion and try to create mismatches within the defense. Pick up some chunk plays.
All right, here we go. The Calvert Senecas, they were kind of stalled out the last drive as the receivers unable to bring it in. But before that, they drove the length of the field, punched in their first score of the evening. Let's see what they can do here on their third drive of the second half. Schultz gives it to Klaus on the end around, and he is tackled immediately. Nowhere to go there for Billy Klaus. Yep.
Number 4,
I mean, how else can you put it? Klaus had no room. Credit to this defensive line.
Long way to run for no yards.
Oh, excuse me. It was actually the linebacker blitz that was Aiden Martin getting in there making first contact.
Got about 1 minute, less than 1 minute here in the third quarter, and time is starting to fade away for the Senecas. 2nd and 14. Schultz looking deep. He's got Rumbach, and oh no! Jacob Rumbach unable to bring it in, and he had some wide open green space to run if he would have caught it.
Yeah, it's going to be the second pass that he could have back.
Tough game for the senior star. Just one of those nights, Zach. Everybody's got him, and right now it seems to be Jacob Rumbach's night. 3rd and 14. Look, the plays have been good. Calvert's getting the looks that they want. They need to capitalize. Schultz knocked away, incomplete, 4th down. Billy Klaus, the intended receiver. And they're going to have to punt the ball. That's a tough one.
As of right now, it looks like the offense is staying on the field. If that's the case, this is a hyper aggressive call. I mean, these are the big risk, big reward type plays.
39 seconds here in the third quarter from Tiffin, Ohio. Crestview with a 3-score lead. Calvert going for it, maybe with the hard count. Timeout Calvert. They want to see what's going on. I'm not sure if they're trying the hard count to see what they could get. It's 4th and 14. I mean, it's a long ways to go. Let's see what Coach Reeser's doing as we've got a timeout down on the field there. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union timeout on the field. And what are you talking about, Zach?
Well, that look that Calvert just showed was what I said before. You're spreading out your receivers, giving Schultz that empty backfield, allowing him to move, trying to create, again, that mismatch, trying to get your athletes balls in space. We'll see if they decide to keep the offense out there. But again, you can say, all right, the most amount of points I can reasonably score in a quarter, and that's like a great quarter is 28 points, 4 touchdowns. So going for it here, again, it's hyper aggressive. You don't get it. The Knights have the ball in your own territory, and it looks like they will decide to punt.
Yeah, not a lot of other options. I don't believe, because that's kind of what you. It's what you got to do. That's just plain and simple right there. Got to keep an eye on the special teams as Crestview's done a great job. The ball sails out of bounds. Crestview's done a great job on returns and just everything in general.
No, but you're right. The special teams has made an absolute difference. The special teams and this defense are playing really with their hair on fire tonight.
Knights take over 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
All right, Crestview back out onto the field here. 31 seconds left in the third quarter here from Tiffin. And depending on what happens with this drive, you're going to have some trouble there. We've got a new scat back, and he's got some speed, a little burst there. Isaac Klein, the 5'9", athletic running back. Just ATH all the way.
Yeah. ATH is an athlete. That means they'll move him around as a running back, as a wide receiver, tight end, fullback, halfback, whatever you want to call him. Again, someone that'll move all around the offenses.
Got a little burst to him.
Will let the quarter wind down.
All right, yeah, so after 3 quarters of play here from Horniman Stadium, Crestview 28, Calvert 7. Keep it locked in. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Serving local employers and businesses for over 30 years, Pyramid Recruiting Offices has been operating out of that familiar A-frame building located at 373 North Washington Street since 1988. Call Pyramid Recruiting today at 419-447-0455. Pyramid Recruiting Offices, Tiffin's only locally owned and operated job placement service. Let Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacation, take the stress out of booking your next getaway. Specializing in family and group vacations, as well as adults-only trips, Heather can also help you with booking your dream destination wedding. Most trips are planned at no additional cost to you, and you'll have her support both pre-travel and in-destination with every step of the way. Book your next dream getaway now. Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Dominic Helmstetter joined by Zach Dillon up here in the booth. And, of course, we've got Connor Roush up above us with the bird's eye view coming to us live. Our Heather Hunker travel advisor. Of course, she's teaming up with Magical Moments Vacations. And, Connor, pretty magical up there. How's the view?
It's the best we've had all year. I mean, it makes me happy with the great view that we have.
Oh, I'm glad I get to share it with you boys. I see this every Saturday up here from my director's chair.
Love it. It's Crestview. Another carry for Isaac Klein as he grinds his way up to the 45.
Pick up a 4 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Knights.
And they're going to take their time.
Why not?
Try to milk as much of this fourth quarter as possible.
Six, 5, 4 seconds on the play clock there for Crestview. 2-1. Just get the snap off. Penix looking to pass, going deep. He's got a man. Oh, just a tad long is Schumacher with a great defensive play.
I think it was good no-call, good coverage on the outside by Rombach.
John Schumacher brings up a 3rd and 6
in step, excuse me, that's Schumacher. In step all the way. Played the ball. Textbook.
Excellent. Well done, John Schumacher. 3rd and 6 for the Crestview Knights. They're clinging to a 3-score lead. Penix, quarterback keeper, pushed out of bounds, short of the first down marker.
Number 5, Bryson Penix.
Right around midfield.
Out of bounds by number 22, John Schumacher. Brings up a 4th and 2 for the Knights.
Some late substitutions coming on for both teams. 14, 13, 12.
On the punt for the Knights, number 54, Garrett Yinger, back deep for the Senecas, number 2.
Calvert does force the punt.
Jamison Godfrey, flag on the field as he turns the corner, 30, 35 up to the 40.
I was curious about that.
Jamison Godfrey on the return. Flags on the play.
Yeah, we'll take a look at a replay here. Bottom of your screen. Connor, you made the oh no. That block in the back is clear as day. So this one's coming all the way back. That's spotted the foul plus 15.
Coach Reeser having a few words with the official. He's just got his hands on his hips, and he's just like, come on. That's a tough one.
Block in the back. The return, number 10, the return team. Be first down. Half distance to go, first down.
That's a big one. Calvert's third penalty of the night. So, Zach, we're talking about Calvert, and you're like, hey, they gotta put up some points here. And they've got a pretty decent average so far in the season, and they just haven't lived up to it.
Yeah, they're averaging 33 2/3 points a game this season, well under that mark tonight.
Schultz connects with Klaus. Klaus, not a whole lot of room to run, but he keeps pushing his way forward as he goes out of bounds.
Harrison Schultz's pass complete.
That clock
Second
keeps
down.
moving, so didn't get out of bounds
Pushed out of
soon
bounds
enough.
by number 9, Isaac Klein.
10-22, 21-20, 19 left to play here. This ball game.
Second and 5 as Warneman takes the handoff, jumps his way forward close to the first down marker. Going to be pretty close.
Number 21, Cal Warneman on the carry.
Looks like he's just short, so that'll bring up third and short for Calvert.
Consider every third down from here on out, at least with Calvert's side, as a must-get. Again, your defense comes up with a big stop. You need to drive down the field and put some points on the board.
All right, let's see what they got. Got him spread out. Schultz throws it, connects. Klaus first down, pushed out of bounds.
That's been their go-to on the short down and distance. Klaus just running a little curl right to the sticks, getting the ball there. If you remember on that touchdown drive, we saw that on a crucial third down. See it here.
You know, somebody we have not heard. He's only been thrown the ball once. Number 12, Carter Wolf, the big tight end. Love to see him get involved, especially right up the middle of the field, and you can see him right there on the screen as he's streaking down the middle, and wouldn't you know it, he throw it to him, and they pushed him. Yeah, Coach Reeser is thinking the same thing that I was thinking there, as Wolf, the intended receiver, up the middle, unable to bring it in.
I tell you what, Wolf runs the seam route just as you're saying. And I want you to take a look at this route. You're running, you have a little stutter step right there.
He's got a cut in front of that defender. Sorry.
You're talking about you're a tight end.
I was a tight end.
How many career pass catches did you have?
They threw the ball to me once in my entire career, and let's just say that I did not bring it in either. So my vast experience says you got to cut it in front. Rumbach, he's got this one. First down and more. He's not going down easy. Pushed down at the 45. There you go, Jacob.
This is a great ball from Schultz. Look at him throw it like a baseball shortstop as we get our replay to figure itself out here. Again, he slings that one kind of from like
46-yard line.
3/4 sidearms it right in there. Matthew Stafford
would be proud.
And then Rumbach bumbling, stumbling.
1st and 10, Calvert. Huge connection with senior Jacob Rumbach. It's what the doctor ordered here. Schultz, pressure, rolls out to his left, goes deep. He's got Billy Klaus. Billy Klaus, he's got it! Touchdown, Billy Klaus! He juggles it and walks into the end zone.
My goodness, what a play there from Klaus. That'll give you a touchdown for the Senecas. We'll take a look at it on the replay here. This was a broken play. Now look at the outside. This is going to be broken up by number 3, Kellen Putnam. Right here, he jumps that swing route, so Schultz has to boot out to the left, points, finds Klaus. What a ball.
Boom.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Klaus with a huge, huge touchdown, and that's what you want to see. And we were just talking about how many points they put up. Well, that's how you do that. PAT is good, 28-14. Seneca's got a little life.
28.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Why go to Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin? Because at Lee's Floor Covering, they know that selecting the right flooring for your home can be overwhelming. They make choosing the right items for your home simple. At Lee's Floor Covering, they have one of the largest selections of floor covering in Northwest Ohio, including Abbey Carpet and Floor. Stop in and see for yourself what everyone raves about at Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin. Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching playoff football at Heart of Ohio Sports, and the Calvert Senecas just put up a huge 44-yard touchdown with Billy Klaus striking. And we've got the onside kick, bounces, and is going to be stopped by Crestview. I got to tell you, Zach, the Crestview special teams has been excellent so far tonight.
Yeah, and we were talking about it during the commercial break. You called the onside kick immediately as they lined up. I'm not in love with that call from Reeser. Again, it's a very risky play, a big reward, but again, you kick that ball all the way down the field. You count on your defense to make a stop, hopefully 3 and out. Then you have the ball back with 6 minutes, good field position. Maybe things get moving. But now, your defense has to step up.
Keep an eye on number 32 in the backfield there, Braxton Leith. Fake it. Penix throws it. He's got a man. Did he catch it? No! Oh, my. Number 3, Kellen Putman. He was open, just could not bring it in.
Brings up a 2nd attempt for the Knights.
Wow. You know, just when you think they might just salt the clock away, Penix goes deep to his main target. They're just not able to bring it in. 2nd down for Crestview.
And it was there, too. I mean, it wasn't a forced play. Putnam was open over the top. That ball just out in front of him a bit too much.
2nd and 10, Leith slips, hit, will be taken down after picking up about 3 or 4 on the run. So you were saying it, Zach, this puts a lot of pressure on the Calvert defense to make a stop. And you've got Rumbach on the defense, you've got Warnement on the defense, you've got Schumacher on the defense, Billy Klaus on the defense, your offensive core on the defense.
Yeah,
where are we at with timeouts? 2 each?
That's a great question. We're going to have to find that out. Penix connects. 1st down. Yeah, 1st down, number 14, Ren Sheets.
And that is a huge blow to Calvert on the outside.
Number 14, Ren Sheets.
Just untouched, runs right by the cornerback. Take a look here. Oh, he bites on the in route. It's zone. And he has flat responsibility. And
Billy Klaus, that two-way star we mentioned, maybe getting a little gassed here with 7:28 left in the football game.
I think what happened there was he was reading the quarterback's eyes. He saw the flat route coming out from the running back and tried to jump on it. But again, there was just no one over the top.
Carter Cook.
Time winds down. 7 minutes now left to play in the game.
And Crestview taking their time slowly here. And I think, Connor, the answer to your question might be Calvert has one timeout here.
I knew they took one this half. It was before they scored that touchdown.
Leith off to the left side, drugged down right around the first down marker, and I think he might have it.
Brought down by number 21, Cal Warner.
He's marked just short.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to be
a 3rd and 1 for them.
Maybe half a yard shy, so 3rd and 1 for Crestview.
Now this is
6:24.
Sorry, this is the situation where you're starting to send pressure if you're Calvert, right? This is all or nothing. You need to get a stop in the backfield. You know what they're going to do. The Knights are going to find some way, most likely, to run the ball, especially with that wing in the game.
It's like Wolf coming in with the pressure. Penix thrown to the ground by Billy Klaus. First down, Crestview.
And that was it. You knew they were going to run the ball. Crestview counted on that aggressive play.
Coach Reeser unhappy.
That's face mask. You saw he was brought down awkwardly.
It's going to be half the
distance to the goal.
5-yard face mask, number 4 blue, at the end of the run.
Sorry, Zach. I'm talking all over you.
No, it is quite all right, but you're right. Reeser is hot on the sideline. And he is out there almost halfway to the numbers.
Steinmetz signs and graphic ink flag on the play. This one's on Calvert, their 4th of the evening, and it helps push Crestview that much closer. And Leith is going to push his way onto the doorstep and in for a touchdown. Braxton Leith with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the evening, and that might be the icing on the cake for the Crestview Knights.
We'll take a look here on replay. Strong run here by number 32, Braxton Leith, and there you go, just pushed in by the big boys on the back end. 34-14 now.
Flag on the field as the PAT.
Offsides?
We don't know.
Calvert was pretty quick to the kicker.
And Isaiah Barton on Crestview got up a little gingerly.
Was that their kicker?
I think that's the holder right there in the middle of the screen to the left of the official there, number 4. Barton, he was kind of hobbling around.
On a defense, after this to the goal, retry.
So the 5th penalty of the night there on Calvert gets the PAT team just a tad bit closer, and Barton is holding the kick there. PAT, that's going to be up and good. 35-14, and there's a little pushing and shoving, and it's getting chippy now as some of the Senecas have to be restrained as Wolf, he's being pushed back by his own teammates, and they're really, really holding on to Wolf there as they don't want Carter Wolf to get any closer, as you've got about 5 flags down on the field. Coaches are on the field pulling their players back. Players are pulling each other back.
Well, let's see exactly what happens here. Kick is up and
somebody
good.
Tried to jump over the top.
And then right there, action. We didn't see the context. I don't know how big of a flop that was.
I'm going to invoke the flop rule.
Either way.
Put the penalty on Crestview. I think that's what the NBA does now.
Either way.
Take the points away.
you have 5 flags down on the field. This long of a discussion means it's certainly on both teams.
Yeah, you can still see all 5 of those flags just sitting there where all that action was happening.
Connor, can we zoom in on the discussion there?
The officials, they're talking.
I know I caught in on the last part of what happened there, where the dude going down, but didn't catch before that.
Yeah, what we did see is Carter Wolf being restrained by a couple of his teammates and visibly angry about something as he was trying to get back into the middle of things. And
Zach, what does it mean when they're writing on their pads there?
So when they're writing on their pads, that means there's a list of penalties, and we'll have it here.
Kick is good. Dead ball, personal foul, 65 white. Dead ball, personal foul, first foul 12, goes offset. Personal foul 22 will be enforced on the kickoff.
So a lot of times what you'll see when they're all writing it down so it's on the same page, there's a couple of things. First, it's for the head referee so he knows exactly where everything's at, what he has to announce. Then you're also saying, all right, because these are personal fouls, you need to write them down. So there's the ejection rule. If you get the 2 personal fouls, you're out of the game. So that's used to track that as well.
5:49 left in tonight's football game. Crestview just opened up a 35-14 lead over the hometown Calvert Senecas.
I mean, no doubt there's a lot of emotion out here for how Calvert's season been, and being down 35-14 with 5:49 left. They want this game bad.
And that's exactly right. I mean, for a lot of these kids, this is perhaps the last time they'll be on a football field. I certainly remember my last high school game and the emotions surrounding that. And that's exactly, the big part in all this. And so that's why we're not surprised when things might start to get chippy, especially when you think about, all right, Calvert comes into this one as the higher-rated team. They have home field advantage. This is in front of the home Tiffin crowd. And, again, it just these kind of losses or these kind of scores, they hurt.
Number 2, Jamison Godfrey.
Take a look at our Pyramid Recruiting Services scoreboard rundown here. We've got 5:49 left in tonight's contest. Crestview with a 35-14 lead over Calvert. It appears Calvert has one timeout here to use, and we'll see what they're able to come up with. Of course, Harry Schultz has done a very fine job throwing the ball here in the second half as he's helped the Calvert Senecas put up some points, but tempers have flared here recently as a couple of penalties down there on the field. A lot of pushing and shoving, and that's why you see such a short kickoff here for Crestview as they knock it into the back of the end zone. And we'll have a chance to see the Senecas come out. Coach Reeser, I think he's just going to hand the ball over there to Schultz and see what he can come up with, see what they can do. I mean, look, you're down 3 scores. Just make something happen.
Exactly. So we're in a position where, again, you've seen it a little bit, but you're going to start to spread things out, get Schultz on the move. It worked there on that last touchdown drive.
All right, got Warneman in the backfield there. And Schultz throws it down the middle. Rumbach, the intended receiver, intercepted. Intercepted by Hunter Jones.
What an insane interception. Let's take a look at this again. The one-handed. Take a look at this. Right over the middle. Good ball from Schultz, but reaches back to get it. Wow. That's all you can say is wow. I mean,
there is nothing else to say. Everything's just gone the way of the Knights tonight.
Knights take over 1st and 10 at the Seneca's 46-yard line.
Yep. Great catch.
Great catch indeed. And again, if the Knights can go down and score here, that's the nail in the coffin.
And they keep the ball on the ground as they're going to watch that clock go down as far as they can possibly get it.
Let's take a look at that replay one more time. Or not. We'll just do that. No, but again,
we'll think about it. It was just a fantastic one-handed grab to just tear it away from Jacob Rumbach, the intended receiver.
It's not only that, but it's the reach all the way back.
Going Odell Beckham on that thing.
Bat it up back to yourself, then find it midair once more is, again, that is an insane display of athleticism.
Isaac Klein carries the ball. No gain. That'll bring up 3rd and long for Crestview.
No gain on a play. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Knights.
And they'll get this they'll get this clock inside of 4 minutes by the time they have to punt it away, of course, if they don't pick it up here. 4:30, then 15 left on the play clock.
Pyramid Recruiting Services scoreboard update there. 4:24 and ticking. Crestview with a 35-14 lead here in the 4th quarter from Horniman Stadium on Heidelberg University's campus in Tiffin, Ohio. As Ren Sheets catches it and is pushed out of bounds.
That is a generous spot there.
Yeah,
first down.
I was going to say, it sure looked like he was close to the first, but not past the first.
1st and 10 for the Knights at the Seneca's.
See, right here at the tail end, the replay doesn't do it justice.
So the clock, 4:10, not going to continue going till the officials blow that whistle.
6 seconds left on the play clock.
3, 2, and hand it off to the athletic scat back, Isaac Klein. First down, Crestview.
Number 9, Isaac Klein on the carry. Brought down by number 28, Jacob Rumbach, and number 4, Billy Klaus.
Crestview's making it look easy here. So now, of course, if you're looking ahead, so the winner of Crestview Calvert, they'll move on to the next round of play here in the playoffs. And they're looking at the Lima Central Catholic football team or Defiance Ayersville. They're showing down right now. We'll see if we can dig up some scores on that one, because the winner of tonight's contest is going to take them on. Of course, Calvert, they played Lima Central Catholic last year, lost in the first round, and 2 years ago, Crestview, they also played LCC 2 years ago and unable to beat them. So I think either one of these teams would look forward to the opportunity for a little vengeance against LCC.
I have here that LCC played Ayersville tonight, correct?
Yep, Defiance Ayersville.
42-20 LCC with the win.
Well, there's your answer. Right now it's lining up with 2:45 left in the football game. It's lining up. Crestview and LCC will have a showdown in the second round of the playoffs.
By number 57, Cameron Bajent.
Of course, another local team for us to keep an eye on, Hopewell Loudon, taking on Montpelier. And the winner of that football game, and I believe, Connor, you said Hopewell was winning.
So they are finished with their game, 46-14 win.
All right, Chieftains move on to the second round.
And they will be playing Pandora Gilboa with a 33-24 win over Leipzig. So that would be Hopewell versus Pandora in Bascom next Friday.
Oof. It's going to be busy in Bascom.
It's an old BVC matchup.
There you go. Klein, another carry, getting close to the first down marker there. Of course, Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magic Moments Vacations, keeping all of our travel plans up to date here as Connor drops in and helps keep us straight with our playoff bracket and all of tonight's playoff action.
I've got a few more if you like.
Yeah, absolutely. Lay it on us.
So Colonel Crawford got the best of Seneca East tonight, 24-16.
Okay.
We just got
touchdown Crestview.
And then Tiffin Columbian won tonight 49-21.
There you have it.
Good to see a Tiffin team winning tonight.
Yeah.
Again,
Isaac Klein, touchdown for Crestview, 14 yards, and now it's 41-14.
I would say in all likelihood, we're probably back in Bascom next week, you think?
I think so. Yeah, probably.
That'll be a great matchup.
With the A stream, of course, following Columbia.
PAT's up and good. No pushing and shoving on this one. 42-14, Crestview, commanding lead over Calvert.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Unlock your peak performance with holistic pain management that soothes your brain and body. Say goodbye to inflammation and stress, and hello to restful sleep, injury recovery, and more. Pulse Therapy, where wellness meets performance. Located at 205 Jefferson Street inside Meraki Salon and Barber. Contact 567-230-4003 to book your session today. Tell them Heart of Ohio Sports sent you for $5 off your first visit. Klaus Electric is a veteran and family-owned full-service electrical contracting firm that has grown to be a first-class electrical contractor serving Northwest Ohio. Their mission is to provide high-quality commercial and industrial electrical projects in a timely manner. They do this by forming and training a professional team of employees who are dedicated to their core values, conscious of safe work practices, all while forming long-term relationships with their customers. Visit their website for more information at klauselectric.com. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Tiffin, Ohio, here at Horniman Stadium on the campus, the beautiful campus of Heidelberg University. And Crestview, the visiting Crestview Knights have a 42-14 lead over the hometown Calvert Senecas. We're about a minute 27 away from the end of tonight's football game, and we've started having some conversations up here in the booth. We've got our player of the game to name. Of course, our player of the game co-sponsored by Plastonite 3D Printing and Design, as well as Little Hugo's Ice Cream. So we'll continue those conversations. We don't want to share everything just yet. But stay tuned for our player of the game. And, of course, our UIS Insurance and Investment post-game shows coming up right around the corner. We'll review tonight's action and preview some of the playoff scores and bracket and see how it's unfolded so far after 1 week of play. Godfrey, carry pushed out of bounds around the 34-yard line. First down for Senecas.
Jamison Godfrey on the carry.
Ran into his own man there right at the end of the run.
And number 82.
Minute 18 left to go in the game.
First and 10 for the Senecas at their own 32.
You know, at times like these, I think you need to reflect on the kind of season you had. It was, again, Calvert undefeated all the way up these last weeks. The pass out here to the right side.
Oh, what a hit.
And you've had some great
Teddy Radisson with a catch.
You've had some great individual and team efforts, obviously, throughout the year. Warnament, Rumbach, Schultz, Wolf, Klaus. I mean, all your skill guys, but also you need to take a look at the big boys who are up front. Cameron Badgett, Recker, Moyer, both of them.
Godfrey with a carry. He's got some space there. And Connor Moyer plowing the way as Godfrey goes across midfield, taken out about the 32-yard line. Player slow to get up off the turf there.
Yeah, we can take a minute and just kind of look at these seniors. Jamison Godfrey, Billy Klaus, Harry Schultz, Teddy Radisson, Curtis Ream, Austin Ranieri, Jacob Rombach. Of course, we've said his name a bunch tonight. Gavin Endauer, Wyatt Weicker, Lucas Recker, and Fabian Perez Ramirez. So,
yeah, they had a one heck of a football season this year. Undefeated going into week 10. Showdown against one of their close rivals there, Hopewell Loudon. Of course, the Chieftains able to walk away with a victory and a league title. Calvert coming into tonight ranked as the number 2 team in the region. Just a great season.
They finished 6th in Division 7 as well. So
yeah, that's
good finish for them.
Of course, not the showing that you want to have here in week 11.
Good to see Levi Grace,
1st and 10 for the Senecas. That's the
senior
next
linebacker,
31-yard
walking
line.
off.
Got 36 seconds.
36 and a half.
Yeah, 36.5 seconds left in tonight's football game. Again, stay tuned here, Heart of Ohio Sports. We're going to have your UIS Insurance post-game show coming right around the corner. We unveil a really cool prize for our player of the game. Take a look at the playoffs, bracketology, live and in person. So much more here, Heart of Ohio Sports. Of course, Austin Ranieri. Nice little catch and run.
Pass is completed to number 23, Austin Ranieri.
23 seconds left.
Final timeout for Calvert.
Pickup of 8 on the play brings up a 2nd and 2 for the Senecas.
I mean, this was a dominating season for Calvert. I know it was rough tonight and last week, but the rest of their season, they dominated their games.
That's absolutely correct. They've done it in the run game. They've done it with their defense. They've done it in the passing game. Again, we'll just take a look at the season so far. Week 1, Mohawk, we beat them 14-12. That was probably a closer game than it ought to be, but of course, that was kind of the story of Calvert's season, really. Monroeville was a good team. They won in overtime, 35-34. St. Paul, they made the playoffs. Lakota made the playoffs. Gibsonburg.
Playoff team.
Margaretta.
Oh, they're right there at least.
Gibsonburg was right there. I believe they missed, right?
Montpelier took Gibsonburg's spot.
Yeah.
Because if Gibsonburg would have made it, they would have played Hopewell.
Okay. Still a playoff quality team. Schultz, pressure, tosses it. Klaus through his hands, no good.
Then you pick up Margaretta. That's a playoff team. They won commanding fashion. Woodmore, Willard, and then, of course, Hopewell, and now Crestview is a look at that.
They were 1 game short. They had a cancellation against St. Joe.
Correct.
Which when I talked to Coach Reeser, they were kind of disappointed not to play because that's just another game being played. But yeah, they were wishing they played that one.
Incomplete pass, Ranieri, the intended receiver.
Harrison Schultz's pass intended
14 seconds.
Ranieri falls incomplete, brings up a 4th and 2 for the Senecas.
Trying to send these seniors out on a good note. You see that conversation there between Schultz, Caden Drake.
Great to see Austin Ranieri, the senior, out there getting some catches. Of course, you got Billy Klaus, Schultz, scrambles, pressure, 3 white jerseys trying to chase him down, throws it away, knocked down, incomplete. And with 7 seconds, Crestview's going to get the football back, and that should just about do it here from Tiffin, Ohio. Great season's going to come to an end for the Calvert Senecas as Crestview is going to walk away from tonight's contest with a 42-14 victory. And they're going to advance and play LCC next week.
See that conversation there between Reeser and Schultz. And again, Schultz did everything he could tonight. Reeser called a good game, but one knee, and that promising season comes to an end.
Great season. Congrats to Calvert. I mean, tough, but don't hang your heads down low. It was a good season.
Final score here from Tiffin, Ohio. Crestview 42, Calvert 14. We'll be right back with our post-game show.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Unlock your peak performance with holistic pain management that soothes your brain and body. Say goodbye to inflammation and stress, and hello to restful sleep, injury recovery, and more. Pulse Therapy, where wellness meets performance. Located at 205 Jefferson Street inside Meraki Salon and Barber. Contact 567-230-4003 to book your session today. Tell them Heart of Ohio Sports sent you for $5 off your first visit. Klaus Electric is a veteran and family-owned full-service electrical contracting firm that has grown to be a first-class electrical contractor serving Northwest Ohio. Their mission is to provide high-quality commercial and industrial electrical projects in a timely manner. They do this by forming and training a professional team of employees who are dedicated to their core values, conscious of safe work practices, all while forming long-term relationships with their customers. Visit their website for more information at klauselectric.com. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports as the Calvert Senecas have fallen to the Crestview Knights 42-14 here in the first round of the OHSAA playoffs. I'm Dominic Helmstetter. Zach Dillon here joining me up in the booth. Of course, we're on the campus here at Heidelberg University, where Calvert hosted their home playoff game, and a disappointing end to what was a great season by the Senecas, as 42-14 is how it ends. And Zach, just kind of looking through here, I can't help but think that kind of the tail of the tape here is that the Calvert offense just could not get it going in the first half. They couldn't rush the ball. They were not in a rhythm passing it. And second half heroics were just a little late.
Yeah, credit to, again, I've said it all night, but credit to this Crestview defense. They looked just immaculate. Hunter Jones, Kellen Putman, the other guys on here too. Isaac Klein was in there, and then some of your big boys up front. But as we try to get this player of the game interview going, again, it was just dominating stuff from the Knights side of the football.
Of course, you take a rundown tonight's score. We had a couple turnovers swapped there in the first quarter, but first quarter ended with Penix, Crestview's quarterback, picking up a touchdown run. That was 7-0. And then you had Sauer coming in with a 20-yard touchdown catch, 14-0. Then Eggleston with a 3-yard touchdown run, make it 20-0 at halftime. And then Schultz and the gang started putting up some points, making it a little bit sporting. But then it was number 32, Braxton Leaf, who just kind of took control, and he put up yards all game long. He had a 6-yard touchdown run in the third quarter. He had a 5-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter. And really, it was just, that was the game, 42-14, Crestview all the way.
We'll take a look here at some of the stats. We'll start with rushing. Jamison Godfrey, 2 rushes, 43 yards. Warnament, 9 attempts, 20 yards. Schultz, 3, picks up 7 and a touchdown. And then Rombach, again, 5 carries, 4 yards, 2 fumbles. And Klaus, count his as a rush yard for -4. On the flip side of that, Braxton Leaf ran all over the field. 23 attempts, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns. Followed that with Klein, who was 9 carries, 52 yards. Penix, 12 for 35 yards with a touchdown and a fumble from the quarterback position. Bo Eggleston also picked up a touchdown. Passing the ball, Penix, again, he was 13 for 23, 144 yards, a touchdown, no picks, clean game from the quarterback, number 5. And then Calvert, Harry Schultz, 17 for 37, 174 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
You're watching our UIS Insurance and Investments post-game show here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Crestview 42-14 victory over the hometown Calvert Senecas here from Tiffin, Ohio, on the beautiful campus of Heidelberg University, and convincing fashion there. You hear some of those stats, and it's just kind of unreal to think that after what was a great season, it's over right now. So we're going to take a short break here as Connor Roush is going to be bringing up our player of the game here. Of course, our player of the game brought to you by Placenite 3D Printing and Design, as well as Little Hugo's Ice Cream. We'll be right back in a moment, and we're going to talk some football.
Hey, it's your boys, Dominic
and Connor,
and we're chilling with Zach Dillon here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Placenite, where imagination meets innovation. Unleash your creativity with precision 3D printing. Your ideas, our expertise. Placenite, your 3D printing partner.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
Little Hugo's is Tiffin's longest-running ice cream store, in operation since 1949. A local family-owned business, you know them because of those famous shredded chicken sandwiches and their delicious fresh lemon slushes. Stop by today and take advantage of their convenient drive-thru, where you're sure to find something for the whole family to enjoy at Little Hugo's on West Market Street in Tiffin.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right. All right, welcome back. Get audio? Yep. All right, welcome back here, Tiffin, Ohio. I've got joining me here Braxton Leith. Braxton, first off, congratulations on a huge victory. It's got to feel good. Playoffs, what's the coach been saying?
I mean, coach is just really proud of us. We've been working hard at practice, and, I mean, this was the number 2 seed. We were the 15th seed, and, I mean, it's obviously paid off pretty well.
Absolutely. All right, so what's been the message all week long, kind of getting yourselves ready for tonight's contest? Because like you said, Calvert, they came in here, number 2 seed. They had a phenomenal season, and I think maybe somebody just overlooked you because you guys came in and you had one heck of a football game.
I mean, all week coach has just been saying, give me one more week, just push yourselves, and we can make it far. We're a good team, and that's pretty much been it.
Absolutely. All right, so you had 23 carries, 172 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Personally, I mean, how's it feel to have those kind of numbers and this kind of a spotlight?
It feels good. I mean, there's not much I can say. I'm kind of just I didn't know I had that many yards, so it just feels really good.
There you go. All right, so I don't know if you know this or not, but next week you guys take on Lima Central Catholic. You're ready to go to battle against them?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're going to work hard this week. We're going to fix some things. And, I mean, we're going to go out and battle.
Absolutely. Playoff football can't go wrong there. Braxton Leith, our player of the game, brought to you by Placenite 3D Printing and Little Hugo's Ice Cream. And, of course, Braxton, we got a little prize for you here from our sponsors. Of course, our Heart of Ohio Sports player of the game, he gets this fine little trophy here, as well as a Little Hugo's gift certificate. So, first off, congratulations again, Braxton. Good luck next week week against LCC, and hey, go get them.
All right, thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot. Enjoy it. All right, we'll be back right in a moment here from Tiffin, Ohio.
Hey, it's your boys, Dominic and Connor, and we're chilling with Zach Dillon here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Plassanite, where imagination meets innovation. Unleash your creativity with precision 3D printing. Your ideas, our expertise. Plassanite, your 3D printing partner.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go, Heart of Ohio Sports.
Little Hugo's is Tiffin's longest-running ice cream store, in operation since 1949. A local family-owned business, you know them because of those famous shredded chicken sandwiches and their delicious fresh lemon slushes. Stop by today and take advantage of their convenient drive-thru, where you're sure to find something for the whole family to enjoy at Little Hugo's on West Market Street in Tiffin.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching our UIS Insurance post-game show here from Tiffin, Ohio. We're at Horniman Stadium on the beautiful campus of Heidelberg University, where Crestview had a commanding 42-14 victory over Calvert Senecas. So, gentlemen, playoff time. Let's kind of look around the area. And we were talking so Crestview, they're going to move on to the second round of play, and they're going to be taking on Lima Central Catholic. And we had a chance to see them last season, and they had a really tough team, but they also had some seniors kind of graduated and moved on. So I'm not sure if you had a chance to look into them at all. That's be kind of an interesting matchup.
They were dominant last year versus Calvert. So again, we've seen them before. So the Knights are going to have their work cut out for them next week.
They're one of those squads too, to where they don't lose. They just keep continuing season after season having the dominant football.
And Braxton Leith, our player of the game here, he was talking last time 2 years ago when Crestview played LCC in the playoffs. He's like, yeah, I was a manager on the team. This is personal. I mean, it means something. I'm like, whoa, man. So Crestview, they're going to bring everything that they've got, just like they brought it tonight. And as we mentioned with our post-game interview, I think maybe some people just overlooked them because they were the 15th seed.
And that's exactly what they said. I mean, in that interview, he said, hey, the coach said, one more week. That's all we need. Just one more week. We can go far. We're a good football team. And coming into this one, I mean,
showed it.
Reeser, Connor, you got the opportunity to talk with Reeser before the game in an interview. What did he say about this matchup? Because he knew it was going to be a tough one.
Yeah, he knew it was going to be a tough battle, but they knew they had to turn around last week's loss real quick and come into this game with full force, because you can't just solely look at teams based off of their record and where they're placed. I mean, it's all pretty much reset. You got the best 16 teams in, and they knew, especially from the past, playing this team in 2020 and 2016 that they're going to have their hands full with this team.
All right, so let's look at a few of the other matchups here because, of course, our season with Calvert is done, and we're looking ahead where we could possibly follow Hopewell Loudon, which we had a chance to watch last week. Connor, you already mentioned Hopewell Loudon. They took care of business in a big way. They got their victory. They're moving on to the second round, and they're going to be taking on Pandora Gilboa.
Yes, they will. They had a win. They had a win tonight over Lipsick, 33-24, and those are two very good teams. So you can't overlook Pandora Gilboa. They will come out. They will fight. The BVC produces really strong teams, so it will be a hard-fought battle next week.
Should be a fun game there in Bascom, Ohio. And I mean, look, Connor. That's your hometown team. Just kind of describe what's it going to be like in Bascom this week. They've undefeated league champions. They got a commanding victory in the first round. They're going to be pretty excited.
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, postseason play back in Bascom these last few years. And you know how it was when we were over there last week against Calvert, and that was a rival game. Now add postseason to it, and it's going to be the last home game of this season regardless in Bascom, so you can guarantee a full house there and fans just showing their support for that Chieftain team over there.
And it's not just the fans in the stands. It's the fans across the river having the bonfire, tailgating.
I mean, Bascom goes crazy Friday night, so you can expect a great atmosphere next week.
Oh, playoff football is amazing in Ohio. All right, gentlemen, let's go around. Parting shots for tonight. What stood out? What are you excited about next week?
I mean, tonight, what really stood out to me was Crestview's defense. I mean, the way that they were able to stop Calvert's run game, and I think that really changed how Calvert was going to attack them offensively. So with their defense, that's what stood out to me the most.
And for me, we followed this Calvert team this year pretty closely, and I think you have to take a moment and acknowledge the seniors that have made this incredible season up to this point work, right? And so it's important to take a moment and just look back and reflect and say, hey, we had a great run.
Yeah, no doubt. I think the biggest thing that stood out to me, the physicality that Crestview brought to this football game, really got Calvert out of the flow of the game right from the beginning, because their offense, it's predicated on run to open up the pass, and immediately they were forced to pass to open up the run, and it just doesn't work. That's not how their offense operates. I think that physicality, that was a huge eye-opener for me as they just kind of knocked Calvert around for the first half of the game, and that was everything right there for me.
I mean, really, this Crestview team, I'm not going to be surprised if they're a Final Four team. I mean, they play like it. They look like it. They've got the heart. They've got the power. They're one of those teams that can get it done.
Okay. All right. Well, from Tiffin, Ohio, here on Heidelberg's campus, Crestview 42-14 over the Calvert Senecas. For Connor Roush, for Zach Dillon, I'm Dominic Helmstetter. Thank you for watching our UIS postgame show here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Hopefully, we'll see you next week.